All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. We want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well.
Yep.
And say, Shalom to the hopeful elect out there, man, to the elect, okay, that are pushing this word in sincerity and truth, man. Just a quick topic. I'm going to just get straight into it and we'll just go roll in the spirit, man. We're in transit at the moment. So, bear with us. This is Psalms chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Most High. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. And it says lifted up their head, so they're being proud. Yeah. These heathen nations are they're coming against, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the children of Israel, the Israelites, according to the scriptures, okay? The true Israelites, the heritage of the Lord, okay? They're coming against the Lord's people, man.
Yep.
They're coming against us, man.
And that's when it says they lifted up their head. We see that every day, man. Like the way the heathens treat us. You got over here in the UK, you got a lot of so-called black products that's sold to you by the heathens. And when you go into their shops to buy those products, they have the way they deal with you is proud, man. They deal with you like you're beneath them. Like they actually know that, you guys are beneath us, man. And they have no respect for you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why they sell you your own goods, man. If you want to go to a so-called Caribbean shop, you got heathens that are selling you yams and, selling you sweet potatoes that come from Jamaica and stuff like that, man.
Making merchandise of us.
Yeah, making merchandise of us. That's a great word.
Well, it's funny because pretty much the Lord has given the world as an inheritance to his people, man.
God.
Okay, through his son, Yahweh Shai. So everything in this world belongs to us anyway.
Exactly.
And that is the inheritance the Lord has given to us. That's our inheritance. And like I said, our pretty much our heritage goes back to the Lord, man. Because Adam was what? He was a son of God.
God.
Okay, and if you Adam was Yahweh Shai in the reincarnation. Now, if you look at Israel, which in the Hebrew is Yasharallah, it means he, the Prince of Power.
Yep.
So what's a prince of a king? It's a son, right?
Yep.
And that's how it was set up in the spirit, where we can actually come back to the Lord and be adopted back to him and be his sons through Yahweh Shai. And now that we're understanding that, we're seeing what these heathen are doing, but our people are out there, okay, thinking that they ain't in slavery, thinking that they're joined hand in hand with these guys.
Yeah.
But little do they know that these heathen have been set up to do what? First of all, they're racist, right? Racism exists. Even the Lord is racist because why? He separated the nations.
That's right.
You can read that in Deuteronomy 7 and 6 and 2nd Ezra the 6th chapter, I believe. You can read that, man. And it's like, why would you want to try and be getting along with a guy who in the spirit was set up to be your slave?
Yeah. He's
beneath. These heathens were set up to what? To serve us.
Yeah.
They are beneath the Israelites, man.
God.
And a lot of guys might get messed up over that, but again, read Deuteronomy 7 and 6. The Lord is what? In fact, let me get it, because the scriptures is gonna make it plain, man.
Right.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So if we're above, then what does that make these heathen nations? It makes them below.
Exactly, man.
Right? And there's an order to things. Same way that the Most High is above and we are from below. It's just like everything's done in order, man.
There's always order, man. Above all nations upon the face of the earth, man. That's a heavy statement. But our people, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are not even trying to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Right? That's your inheritance. That's what the Lord has set us up to be as a nation of people. He set us up to be above every other nation upon the face of the earth, man. To have rulership, man.
Yeah.
Right? And the elect to be judges and to judge, even the smallest of things, as it tells you in the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
It's a heavy lot, man. And it tells you, with great power is great responsibility, man. So that's what we're supposed to be as men of God, man, so to speak.
And you get the majority of people are just basically just in that slave mentality, man. Okay. Whereas obviously we know that we are slaves, Even, you know, we're in this truth, we've got this knowledge given to us, but we know that we're slaves. We know that we're under the so-called white man's rulership right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we serve Yahweh Shema Shai. We know our power, and we know what's gonna come, man. We know that we're gonna rule over them, man.
Okay.
You know, through the power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Now, so who are we waiting on? We're waiting on what? Yahweh Shai to come back, man, and to what? Basically destroy our enemies.
Yep.
That's one of the things that he's gonna save us from, the hand of our enemies, right?
Yep.
And I'm gonna read about the enemies in a bit. And it's like, you got our people out there, right? They might be, you know, the Wahabians or this or that. They're believing in that, right?
Yeah.
They're coming out in that, you know, king. They're coming in that king, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're moving like that, even though you're a slave in a society. You're moving like king. Okay, that's all well and good, but you know what? The true king of kings, that's Yahweh Shai. You ain't coming through Yahweh Shai.
That's it.
And if you ain't coming through Yahweh Shai and you're trying to come out some other way, you can't come to the Father.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be adopted back to because the Lord said He's gonna make us a nation of kings and priests, right?
Exactly.
Which is gonna happen in the kingdom.
Yeah.
But that's gonna happen through the elect, man.
Yeah.
The elect of the nation of Israel, and the elect are the ones that are gonna what? Come through Yahweh Shai in the correct way. They're gonna come to the king.
God.
You know, and He's gonna give us what? He's gonna let us rule together with him in that inheritance as brothers, man.
Yeah, you gotta follow the procedure. You gotta follow prophecy, man.
That's right.
You know, you can't just, you know, pronounce yourself a king and think, yeah, just because you're an Israelite. Nah, man. There's an order and there's prophecy that we have to abide by, man.
That's right. This is back in Psalms 83 and 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance. Because, hey, the elites know who the Israelites are, man.
Yeah.
And they know what that means. Because they don't want to accept, because of their pride, they don't want to accept the fact that, yo, these people, the Lord is dealing with them and they're pretty much over us. Just same way the Pharaoh didn't want to let the people go in Egypt.
Yep.
He was putting all these burdens on them, and the Lord was hardening his heart, right?
Yep.
So that He can give that great deliverance, which is basically, it's that part of the Most High's movie. You know, and that great deliverance is coming back to us today, man. In this time, we're waiting for Yahweh Shai to return and what? Deliver us from the hand of our enemies, man.
That's it.
Even though that they're hard being hardened, and all these other nations are in league with Esau, the elites of Esau, man, the so-called white man. He's basically controlling all that, but these guys are in league with him, and they're all getting a piece of the pie.
Yeah. Later on, it says what they're confederate against thee.
That's right.
Know? So they're dead set against you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. People don't actually understand. There was actually like a lot of thought went into this, man. A lot of thought went into erasing our history from us, man, and making sure that we didn't obtain the information for all of these hundreds of years that we were the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that we were the Israelites, man. A lot of hard work and dedication on the left-hand side went into that, man, making that possible.
And you know what? Like, let's deal with the names of the nation, right? Let's deal with the so-called white man. Right, and let's deal with the children of Israel, right? Now, the so-called white man, he's from the nation of Edom, meaning red, which first of all shows who he is, right? Because his blood shows through his skin, right? Because he's got leprosy, and if you go back to his progenitor, which is Esau, it means wasted away is he. So pretty much, the inheritance of their nation is to be wasted away.
Yeah,
right.
That's it.
Whereas if what Israel is, their inheritance is to be the prince of the Most High, man, the Most High on high. Now, to admit that someone is Israelite, that means that you already admit that you're beneath them and they're above you.
Right.
And they don't want to do that because of their pride.
Exactly.
Right, because now they're in a place of rulership, which is the Lord's given them for a season to teach us a lesson. But they don't realize, they've been hardened to not even realize, hold on a second, the Lord's actually only just doing it for the sake of His people.
That's it.
You know, because we went off.
And it was set up like that from the beginning, because even when you go into the book of Numbers and it speaks about Amalek, it says, roughly paraphrasing, Amalek is the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. You know? So even from Amalek was what? The chief Edomite tribe. You know? They were set up to, they were going to be wasted away forever, man. Going from even the early books of, Numbers, man. You know, so it was always destined that they were going to be beneath us and then eventually be completely, excommunicated from off of the face of the earth. You know?
It says, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, the so-called white man, and the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arab, of Moab, the so-called Chinese, and the Hagarenes. You know, the Hamites, man.
Yeah.
None of these, and then it keeps going. Because Gebal and Ammon and Amalek.
Yep, Amalek, see?
Yeah, so you got the Ammonites, which are the so-called Japanese. You got the Amalek.
Yeah.
You got like you said, the chief tribe, the chief tribe of Edom. Basically, these so-called Jews. These guys that are going around calling themselves so-called Jews. Okay. And these guys are what? They're all coming against. All of them at one point have come against the Lord's chosen, man. And they're confederate with what Esau. And if you're a partaker, if you ain't coming against it, see, none of these heathen nations are coming against Esau, trying to put their military together or whatever, and saying, look, nah, you know, these are the children of Israel. They're meant to be rulers over us.
Yeah.
They ain't saying that. They're comfortable in their little pie that they've got, right? And because of that, they're gonna have to suffer for what they've done in the past and for what they've done in this time.
That's it.
Now, this is Psalms chapter 2, verse 1. It says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. And the Lord's laughing at you guys right now, man, because of your pride. It says, then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. And our king is what? Is Yahushua. And then you know, after Yahushua, what you got? The King David, you know, over the tabernacle. It's the tabernacles of David. That's what it's called, man. It says, I will declare the decree. The Lord have said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Right. So Yahushua was what? Glorified. And the moment that he came back to the Father and he was glorified by the Father, what? It was set up for what? The elect to be from the foundation of the earth, really. And that was the start of what? In this last time, for us, the Lord to reveal this understanding, and you know, Elijah to come back in the reincarnation, you know, as Elder Abba Bivens, and basically pave the way for us to come back to our heritage. To come back to Yahushua, man. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. And that's what Yahushua basically got, man. And he's going to come back to what? To basically set that right now. You know, and who's going to be a partaker with you along Yahushua? The elect. Yeah,
because Yahushua has already fulfilled and done what was necessary to obtain what his father promised him.
That's right.
He's already done it. He's already fulfilled it. So the Lord is not going to go, you know, against his word, man, or delay Yahushua's coming anymore. He's going to come in these last days, man. You know, he's already signed that contract. He's fulfilled that contract, man. So all he's got to do is come back and actually take what was given to him, man. You know, by Yahweh.
That's right. And you know, does that mean that the Lord's going to come back and we're going to be cool with these heathen that have ruled over us? And, you know, we're going to, you know, try and set up a democracy or maybe pardon them or have some mercy? No, this is what the scripture says. It says, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Yeah.
It says, be wise now, therefore, all ye kings. Right? Because that's what we are.
Yep.
Right? It says, see, that's what it, so when it says kings, you know, Israelites walking around kings, you know, not Israelites, you know, Jacob walking around, but they don't know that they're Israel, and they're going on king and all that. They're not following after Yahushua. They're not coming in the name of Yahweh Shemashai. But then you're coming out some other way. Then you ain't really ready yet. You ain't ready yet. You know, because heavy is the head that wears the crown, man. You know, and you know, the Lord's burden is light, but it's also it's something that we have to go through and endure. It says, and what that heavy is the head that wears the crown means what? You said it earlier, you quoted it, you said with great power comes great responsibility. What does the scripture say? It says, the greater thou art, the more thou humble thyself. And the Lord was very meek.
That's right.
And he deals with the meek. He said, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Hey, and so was Moses meek. You know, Moses was known as one of the meekest men in Israel at his time as well.
That's right.
So that's a attribute that you gotta have to be a king.
That's right.
You know?
It says, serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way. When his wrath is kindled but a little, blessed are all they that put their trust in him. And kissing the Son, what? The Son is Yahushua, he's the word, man. So when you're kissing him, what? Using your mouth, you're speaking these words. You're basically, you're prophesying and you're bringing out the understanding through the Spirit for the Holy Spirit of these words, man. You're basically, what are you doing by kissing the Son? You're confessing Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
And if you're confessing Yahweh Shai, what is he doing back? He's confessing you before the Father.
Yep.
You know, so that's one of the things that are coming to you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans that come back to the Lord. Know that you're Israelites, believe in this word, are sealed. You're gonna get an inheritance, man.
Yeah.
And that might fuck a lot of guys up, yeah, because they're in that slave mentality in the world that the so-called white man's got them in. But the elites ain't thinking like that.
Hell
The elites look at us like we're cattle.
Yeah, the elites have a ruling class mentality, man. That's how they've remained on top for all of this time. Because the Lord has given them that ruling class mentality for this time period, man. But he's going to take it away soon, and he's going to make them, you know, once again, the basis of men that they really are.
Yeah. Oh, wait, the elites call us goyim, man.
Yeah, come on.
You know what I mean? So, hey, man, you know, I ain't going to keep it too long. But basically, in a nutshell, man, you heathen nations, you're going to be serving hardcore slavery, man, underneath us, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Hardcore, man. You're still going to be underneath us even after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, right? You're going to be tributaries to us, man. Okay. And you Edomites, look, man, pursuant to Obadiah 1:18, you're going to be completely done away with, man.
Yep.
You're going to be destroyed. We ain't going to be no need for you anymore on the earth, man.
That's right.
You know, that's that basically, man. You got any closing up issue?
No, that's it, man.
I am, you know. So Lord willing, through the Spirit, man. That was edifying. Till the next time, you know. Lord willing, shalom.
Shalom.